Testing. Alrighty, guys. So this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'm going to wait for some people to get in the room. But yeah, the Verzuz was a little spooky tonight, I got to say. And the unexpected happened, okay? The LOX completely obliterated Dipset. I mean, that was a horrible performance. These guys were getting together pretending they were putting together a set. It was horrible, man. Like, the LOX came prepared. Like, they were in sync. They were actually putting a show on. Let's get right into it, all right? So, Jada by himself, just as Steven PPP says, Alibaba, 2 Uptown, I see you, man. Yo, and hit the like button. Yo, Jadakiss by himself brought down Dipset. Jadakiss was going off. Yeah, I watched it. Chemistry was amazing between the LOX. Listen, Dipset is Dipset. They just weren't organized. Their performance was horrible tonight. Horrible. Juelz looked crazy. Bouncing around on his knees on stage and then doing the shimmying across the stage. Jim Jones looked cool, but like he was performing over records, wasn't really performing. The LOX put on a performance tonight. They put on a performance, okay? They were actually performing, okay? It was awesome. Like, Jadakiss owned it tonight. He even did he wrote special freestyles just for it. Dipset was super sloppy, as Willie the King says. Backyard Bully, I see you. The LOX won 100% tonight. The Dipset had the records, but they just didn't do well. I mean, Jada really showed that he's how much better he is at performing than Dipset. The LOX show that they're more organized than Dipset. Kiss won. Styles P, as always, got Jadakiss's back. And, Sheik was a good backup guy. But the LOX destroyed, as MR1 says, destroyed Dipset. Clear as day today. I mean, even the start, they came out to the music. LOX were organized. They came out. Dipset's coming out. No music plays. Nobody comes out. We're waiting 2 minutes. Awkward silence. Then Jim and Juelz come out. And then Cameron comes out 5 minutes later. Horrible, man. It was just I love Dipset. And they had a way bigger movement in New York City. But they just didn't take this seriously at all. You show up for a check, that's cool, but also you're entertainers. You can't just show up, you can't just entertain for the check. It was so sloppy, as Willie the King says in the chat. Ron Thomas, Jim Jones proposing to Chrissy would have been Dipset only way to win. Yo, Ron Thomas, that was good, man. Then we got King Jones Day One's Kiss One. Steven, Dipset was there for the check. I agree. Eric Iverson said, I told you, Jordan, the LOX would win. You lied. I said the Dipset had more records. I didn't know they were going to fumble the ball like that, Eric. You were right. I was wrong. LOX outperformed them. They were just way more organized, okay? Cameron couldn't do it by himself. Exactly. But Cameron kind of wasn't playing the lead. He was kind of letting Jim have the lead, and Jim fumbled the ball, man. I got to say, even in one point in the beginning, Cameron was like, yo, what's going on? I remember he was, thrown off by, how the sound was and everything. And the sound was pretty bad. It kind of came together later, but, the sound was pretty bad with Dipset's performance. I couldn't hear them. Were trying to perform over a record. They were lip-singing, as Jadakiss said. At one point, Juelz was getting all poking his chest out for what, man? You ain't even do Whistle or any other songs. It was just, the vibe wasn't there. LOX had a vibe the whole time, 100%. Dipset caught a vibe once in a while, but it should have felt like something. It felt like LOX's night. It was the LOX's night. Willie King says Jada already did verses though, so he was ready. Nah, he did it in a different way though. He didn't. JT, you were wrong, man. I was wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong, Dre Preston. I thought that Dipset would have been more organized. They have more music. It's just good. Hey, JT, I was on the other live, came back to this one. Carlo, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that so much. Jack412, without Hellrow and JR Ryder, I knew he was going to flop. Spal says Dip looked unorganized. It was super unorganized. It's all Jim's fault again. Ali says it was. Alan Steff says, I think Cameron got smack DVD style booed. Oh yeah, remember at the end he tried to do that freestyle? That was trash. October 17th, Free Max B. Yo, that's it. We're going to talk about that in a second. Remind me of that. Vibrate, Higher M Queen. Dog stage 2 was packed. The stage almost collapsed. Jor M. LOX was, Unit Dipset was a bunch of individuals. Darren Fame. No. LOX is also very individualistic. You're wrong about that. Don Philly 215. Fly Ka says LOX smoked their boots. He did. Mike Malone says, Kiss washed them boys and had Santana looking simple. Had Santana look bad tonight. Vonnie Villain. Cam got booed. TTO. Dipset sounded better when I was young and stupid. Timothy. Yeah, you're right. Now, they still sound good in the playlist, though. Timothy Matthews. The LOX surprised me. Surprised me, too. I didn't think they were going to be as organized. They outperformed them. Alex Valadra says, this thing Dipset have not performed. Now, stop making excuses, man. Nobody's performed in a long time. Juelz, his bandana smacked off his head. That was true. Yo, it's true. Woods back. The LOX, JT, you know that. Of course, they won. Willie King, your freestyle was a big... yeah, the Cameron freestyle at the end was trash. Jay Good, legitimately Cam was the one with skills. I'll trade Juelz and Jim for Max B. Sean Alexander says, yeah, they didn't play go ahead. Yeah, they didn't. Jadakiss is lyrically a problem. Jadakiss loves hip-hop. That's evident. He wasn't there just for money. He was there to perform. Freeze TV, the LOX was way more professional. Jack412 says, the LOX didn't even play all the hits. They didn't. Latoya, LOX, TTO, Dips was missing energy. The Dipset was playing the wrong songs, period. I listened to a playlist last night that was way better than their set. We got Grammys. Juelz bumped his head. Why Jada throw Santana bandana? Because Santana was all on his face and trying to act like he was like the bully on stage. And Jadakiss was like, yo, take your bandana. Go get that. Jesse ARD, get off the stage. Everybody just stand. Yeah, that was funny. Like the stage was going to collapse. Kevin Jones, it was good versus. I thought LOX came well prepared. They did. Let's see. Don King, Alibaba. So let's get to one thing. When Jim Jones, did you see right before Styles P performed Locked Up, he shouted out Max B, Male Matrix, and Shoddy. And then the 9 Dre thing. And then Jim Jones took offense to that. He was talking spicy afterwards to like, yo, don't say all that, da-da-da. And then he was like, 9 Dre. He was throwing up 9 Dre. Yo, Jim, do you understand that all those guys got indicted and they're serving time and you're still claiming 9 Dre? Are you crazy, bro? And then he said, I'm a gangster, and he does certified gangsta. Yo, dude, that was the wrong thing. People are serving time for that, and you were claiming that, calling shots, and now all of a sudden it's a joke, but also you were taking offense to it. Styles P was in a battle, and that I thought that was an appropriate thing to do in that battle. I mean, it was funny. Justin Anderson says Juelz's teeth. Yo, Juelz's teeth look crazy, bro. Instead of getting a Maybach, they should redo his teeth in Colombia or something. I mean, I'm just being honest, okay? Because he doesn't look old, but his teeth fell out because of, he was, a long time ago, he ruined his teeth. He needs new teeth. I'm not even trying to make fun of him right now. It's like, yo, dude, instead of having a Maybach truck, get better teeth, bro. Like, seriously. You just look crazy. Jadakiss kept saying he's on Adderall. Yo, you're on Adderall. Calm down, my G. Phantasma says Jim is the best. We don't know that, but it's very spooky with Jim Jones. Darren Fame Thomas. Dipset feel like they went against Cassidy and Jada spit like hungry on the MC. You're right. He did. He was hungry tonight. Who kid? Who kid? Cazares. Jim Jones is too. Vibrate M Queen. Let me see. TTO. Dallas Love. I see you in the building. You definitely need better teeth. The teeth look crazy, man. I think my grandma had better false teeth than his teeth. I'm not even trying to be funny, man. I'm serious. I like Juelz. Juelz is underrated. He didn't live up to his full potential, and he really needs new teeth, bro. Those look crazy, my G. Crazy. Okay, I'm not saying I'm the perfect individual. I'm just saying Juelz is an entertainer. You got to worry about them jibs, okay? You got S Fresh, the Great Alibaba. They warned Duke the God, and why was my son on stage too? No diss to my son, but what was he doing there on stage? Like, he's not part of D Block or anything. I don't even know what my son was doing there. There was way too many people on the stage. I understand D and NY were there from Rough Riders, but they're part of the whole thing. You know, they have something to do with Swiss, who's one of the creators of Verzuz. He has something to do with the LOX, because the LOX were on Rough Riders. I mean, it makes sense. TTO, his teeth are messed up. His vocals, yeah, you're right. TTO, that does not. We're not even joking there. His vocals are messed up now. They performed a newer song too. That was like, what are you doing, guys? This isn't a hit song. They performed a really new song, First 48 or something. Maybe that was back then. I don't remember that song. That's one song I don't remember. Whiskey to Don, what's good, man? Salute to you. I appreciate you for being a member. Appreciate everyone that's a member in the chat. Jimmy Laws, what took the set so long to come out? I don't think Cameron was ready. I don't think he took it seriously. They didn't take it seriously. They didn't show up. They shot a whole commercial and everything, and didn't take it seriously. All that yapping that Jim Jones was doing, and they didn't prepare. You know, they didn't. The LOX was super prepared, like a show. You know. Stop lying. Just tell the truth. Says Cam got booed at the end. He got booed. That sums up the whole night. When Cam got booed, I was like, yo, you for sure lost. Like, you already lost in the beginning to me, because your whole entrance threw the Verzuz off. Like, the whole Verzuz was thrown off at that point. I love how Jadakiss took the bandana and threw it in the ground when Juelz was trying to like walk through their performance and disrupt it, and he was trying to poke his chest out. I was like, come on, man. Carlos says, yeah, JT idea. Do members only live one day? I am going to do special things for live members, Carlo, for sure. I'm building up the live members. I mean, I'm building up members on here so we can have like special small member live sometimes too. But just being a member, I'm going to highlight you more. Trust me. I mean, I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone watching in here, but I always really appreciate members, because like you took that extra step, you know? King Jones first says this was just promotion for their tour. I think they put the tour together as they were doing this, because, you know, that would be a good tour. Damn, Jordan, you dissing Juelz after shooting his videos? Ty B, I'm not best friends with Juelz, and I'm not dissing him. Actually, I'd like to see Juelz do better, man. If you listen to any of my videos in the past, I always big up Juelz, and I think he is underrated and never lived up to his full potential. And I'm actually disappointed in Juelz, because me and him clashed a lot back in the day, because I saw more for him, but he kept trying to do Skull Gang without getting his stuff back on track, you know. Who Kid Cazares is now a member, and I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Randy Smith and Carlo, welcome Who Kid Cazares to the membership. Okay. Todd Samuel, what was wrong with Freaky Zeke? Freaky Zeke's doing Freaky Zeke does. You know, he amps things up. TTO says shooting his videos was a business move, not buddies. Me and Juelz were cool when I was shooting the videos, but we weren't best friends. You know, we clashed a lot, and he benefited just as much as I did from those videos. Trust me. Okay. I was over there every night shooting videos, promotion. I wasn't charging him at the time. Trust me. He got a lot. TTO is now a member. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Welcome, TTO, Carlo. to the membership. I appreciate everyone becoming a member. No Name says, why was Sheik really mad though? Well, I think Sheik realized that, he's always been the third member. Like, no diss to Sheik. I love Sheik, but the other, Styles P and Jadakiss had way more to offer than Sheik does to this, but Sheik is a necessary member. Nake One Man says the LOX DJ was lit tonight. He was on point, man. They were organized. They knew what they were doing. They came to win. Okay. As Fresh the Great, exactly. The DJ was. You think it was because Diplomats wanted Duke to DJ. Why didn't Duke DJ? He knows all their music. That is a good point. Why didn't Duke the God DJ? Salim Wise, Jordan, they didn't stand a chance. They did. They have the music. They just didn't perform well. They were so unorganized, musically on paper, Dipset wins, but the LOX outperformed them. I would say 100-1 tonight. I'm gonna be honest. My mommy Rika, what's good? I appreciate you. Lovely E. Jadakiss was lit tonight. He was. Hebrew King, yo, didn't JT say LOX was gonna get? I did. I was wrong. Dal Sim says Cam left them dudes alone at one point. Yeah, he was like, yo, I gotta shine. He was like, he even tried to kick a freestyle at the end and he got booed. It was like, they were like, boo. Cameron was like, you got it. He knew he lost at that point. Cameron has a lot to prove after this. I mean, that hurts the ego right there, That hurts. Jack 412, still a classic Versus. It was. I enjoyed it. I don't watch all the Versus. I made a point to watch this Versus, okay? This Versus let the world know who was a better group. I think it just shows who's a better performer. Oh, TTO, I appreciate that. He says your channel's worth a membership. Carlos says, come on, join JT members. It's easy and fun. I like it, Carlo. I like that advertisement right there. Mommy Rika says, this hurt Harlem ego big time. It did. They're going to have to redeem themselves on tour. TTO says, Jimmy with the oh, that was corny. I forgot about that. Thank you. That was so corny when Jim's jewelers in the crowd and came up and put more jewelry on him. And he said, yo, let me get ready for the next song. And then you heard Styles P in the background. That is so corny. It was corny. The LOX is way better. They're better performers. It's clear. This was the first Versus I watched. Oh, Baba, you missed the Gucci Mane and Jeezy. That one was really good. And the DMX one was great. The show bars do mean, Jadakiss is a genius when it comes to bars. So is Styles P. Salim Wise says Dipset was a sham. They were tonight. Cuddy TV should have been LOX versus G Unit. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking it was going to be Dipset versus G Unit, but I don't know. Jermaine says, I was waiting for you to say something, TJ. The LOX went in, Sticks had no chance against the LOX. Sorry, JT. It was good for hip hop. And it was entertaining, but this is part of what hip hop was built on, is battling. It started with DJs battling, and it gets into MCs battling. This is the core hip hop. If people say don't put two people against each other, that's hip hop is competitive, man. Baba Ali says this was the first Versus I watched. Let's see who else said something here. OG Bunny says complete destruction. You're right. Carlos says Bow Wow as I didn't watch the Bow Wow and Soulja Boy one. That didn't really interest me. Shay Gutta, what's good? She said I'm smoking on that set. They got smoked. They got smoked in their boots, as someone said earlier. Their booties were left on stage. They were trying to look all fly. Yo, Juelz had the corny. I'm sorry, I'm being honest. The corniest hat. That wasn't even your style. Like, that was weird. Cameron came like Cam. He looked like Cam. Okay, I like that. Jim Jones looked like Jim Jones. Juelz looked a little funny tonight. I'm going to be honest with you. It was a little weird. Did the LOX win? Well, you don't win, Luke, but it was obvious they won because Cameron got booed at the end. Juelz looked unique, Mommy Rika says. Now, he looked odd. He looked like Tyga dressing up as Dipset. He looked like when Tyga dressed up as Juelz. That's what he looked like. Better performance, better lyricist, and they had hits. Stop the medley for the girls. Okay, oh yeah. Yeah, remember when Juelz was like, you guys don't like girls? It's like, yo, they have a million girl records with like Mariah Carey and everybody, you know? Juelz dressed like my neighbor, TTO says. Oh, man. Abe Finkelstein, the LOX won. Darren Beard says the LOX. Everyone says the LOX won. Nobody's saying Dipset won. Juelz's confidence is there, but it's just goofy. It was goofy. Todd Samuel, welcome to the membership. Carlo TTO, welcome Todd Samuel to the membership. He's been here a long time. I appreciate the membership, everybody. DeBilly Go says Cam should have put a mink on. That would have been nice, man. That would have been. But you know what? I don't think he was here to dress. He just wanted to be him. JT, my son was on Rough Riders Volume 1 album. So what? That doesn't. It's not Rough Riders versus Dipset. It was the LOX versus Dipset. He was just there because he wanted to be there. Let's be honest, okay? Like, it was a little awkward, but, you know, I have nothing against my son. I was just like, what is my son doing up there? Doesn't he do something else now? He doesn't really rap anymore. I mean, he never really rapped. Let's be honest. He rapped, I remember The Truth on Violator. I think he was on the Violator soundtrack. Was he on the Rough Riders 1 soundtrack? I don't remember on that. I remember him on the Violator soundtrack. Violator 1 or 2. I can't remember that. They didn't have enough, but anyways, you know, my son's my son, you know, he's fine. I'm just saying, it was a little weird to see him on stage, but there was a lot of people on stage that shouldn't have been there. Let's be honest. Okay. Whiskey, what's good, man? Get off the stage for 30 minutes straight. Yeah. There's too many people on stage. Blueprint says they took him out. They took him out the door. They didn't have enough. Hell Rose should have been there instead of Santana. J.R. Ryder should have been there. J.R. Ryder could have gone off on a freestyle at the end, and you know, and competed with Jadakiss. You know, Cameron didn't have a freestyle; he was fumbling. I'm gonna be honest, fumbleina. Holly Denmark says, "Good morning." It's good morning to Holly Denmark over where she is at. She's obviously ahead of us in time. Bread 30 was good. Salem Paris. Darren Beard. Both, don't get it twisted though. Both of them still the GOATs. Of course. You got the LOX, G Unit, and Dipset. They ran it. And Terror Squad too, but you know who ran New York. Mommy Rika says exactly. Luke Cage. Jarrell wasn't there. I'm surprised. They didn't want any, you know, like J Hood should have been there. Let bygones be bygones. You know, you guys totally hurt his career, and you know he reacted in that way. Everyone's older now, and they should move on. No Name says Tekashi was in the front row. You haven't heard Tekashi ever speak about Jim, isn't that funny? Aunt Lewis says the LOX showed more love to Max B and 9 Trey than Jim did. Yeah, then Jim like tried to double down on it and claimed the gang. So you know, it's goofy, man. I'm gonna be honest. Darren Beard, we got Cotty TV. Should have had the whole Dipset, so it would have been a tad better. You should have had the whole D Block and the whole Dipset. But anyways, I don't know. October 17th, Lefty Jason. Let's see. Darren Beard says, I'm ready for another one with Jay-Z and somebody now. Jay-Z's never going to do a versus, bro. Never. Okay? State Property versus Dipset probably would have been a more even match for them, to be honest with you. Maybe. I don't know. Because the LOX were too prepared. Too prepared for them. And that surprised me. I didn't think the LOX were going to come so prepared. Jadakiss came to win. Jadakiss came to win. They're just in better shape all around. Todd Samuel says, we need one with Outkast. Yeah. I don't know what Outkast would go up against, though. I don't even classify. Outkast is just so unique. They have their own lane. Jordan, what do you think about Ludacris versus T.I.? Boring. But that would probably be a better match for the other people T.I. was trying to say to go up against. He thought he could go up against 50 Cent. You can't go up against 50 Cent, T.I. A lot of your records did not age well. Alonzo Pierce. I still don't get why Dipset didn't perform 145th and Broadway. They didn't perform a lot of hits. Carlos says ladies versus. Next, I'm done. I'm not that into verses. That would be more for you to discuss in the chat or the comments. I'm not into these. This one was good. Certain ones are good. I'm not into each one, you know. I go to a concert, you know. Like, I don't know. This was good because you knew they were going to talk spicy to each other. It was good, you know. Shay Gutta says, not Luda. Anthony Williams says, it was game 7 and Jada dropped 62 points. Yo, Jadakiss ran the show tonight, and Styles P right along with them. Those two were in sync tonight. Dipset was not organized. You're right. I'm going to say I was born in Harlem. Harlem died 8/3/21. People say it's done for. Tay Gunna says Wayne and Jay-Z. That would be good, but I don't think it'd ever happen because I think Jay-Z thinks he's above a versus. You know, like Wayne, I don't think he would do it either, honestly. Wayne and Drake would be better because they would actually have chemistry. JT, stop with them Juelz picks. They didn't drop Gangston Gentleman. They didn't drop a lot of stuff. Styles should have had Holiday. Styles should have done the song with Pharoah Monch. That was a great song. But, you know, they did enough. Whiskey the Don says Jay Smith's facts. What did Jay Smith? Styles should have done Holiday. Yeah, he should have. First timer. Sarah Molina was backstage with Treyway. Ty B. Luda took out Nelly. Would have been more verses. I don't know. Eminem versus Jay-Z. I can't. I'm not the biggest Eminem fan. I love Eminem's way with words and everything, but I'm not the biggest Eminem fan. Eminem and Jay-Z wouldn't be good. Trust me. You'd have to do like Jay-Z and Nas, I guess, or something like that. Yeah, that would be better because they actually had a beef before. Like, that's the only one I would want to see with Jay-Z, honestly. The two guys who were running New York. Okay, my mic's back. Sorry, my mic cut out for a second. They didn't even need Holiday. My son... My son was just there. Cash Money versus No Limit, Darren says. Meezy, I see you in the room. Mutual Johnson, Luke Cage, I see you. Simon says the LOX have days more songs. They do have a lot of features that you forget about sometimes. What Eminem freestyles are the best? Yeah. Master P versus Birdman. That's like a real life thing. Those guys really have problems. You know? Like, I don't know about that. Dipset got slaughtered. Yeah, they did. Dipset, it was horrible for them. Cliff Ilom says Dipset got super washed. Cam Troy M took out Jay on Renegade. Well, he did outperform him. Christopher Padilla, what's Eminem's the best? Darren says, let's see, Swizzy BK. Who is my son? Exactly. My son used to be a rapper. He went to jail, came home. My son's an activist, no, so you got to salute him for that. He's an activist, and he's doing good. But I'm just saying, rapper-wise, you're not going to know who my son is right now. No disrespect to my son, because he does great work at what he's doing. Jordan, it's not about what you like. You were going for Dipset. I still think, James, that Dipset has better songs for the verses. They just didn't perform well. LOX outperformed them 100-1. Lost Souls TV says, I told you, you did. You won. Dallas Love says, Cash Money No Limit will never happen. I'm from New Orleans. Trust me, it will never happen. I think you're right. That will never happen. Luke Cage, Dipset was popping stuff heavy, though. They went out bad. Yeah, they went out real bad. I was thinking Styles P was a little too confident, but he was organized. He knew what he was coming to do, and he did it. Him and Jadakiss together did it. Kiss is always so laid back. You don't expect him to be so prepared. He's a pain. JM. I agree with that a little bit. What's next for Dipset, Gabe G? They're going to go on tour with the LOX September. Slim. At first, see you first timers. Mommy Rika, call me Clutch says JT Rick Ross first 50 Cent would be epic. That's what I want to say too. Jim Jones and Juelz did a record like first 48. taking Rick Ross's flow. I don't know if you noticed that. I've never heard that song. That's Rick Ross's flow on BMF and for many records. The Billy Goat says Jay-Z gonna turn to a monster on camera. Nah, Jay-Z would be more slick with it and confident, you know, like in his own way. DJ Khaled, I never want to see DJ Khaled doing a Verzuz. That would be annoying. You feel me? We the best. Another one. We the best. Freaky Zeke was acting like he did 20 years ago. He was acting a little, but he's the hype man. Freaky Zeke's not really a rapper. He is, but he's not. I see you. You know me. That's funny. She said, "Hello, this is 911." They gonna be in the opening act for the LOX. Yeah, they're gonna have to be. You know me. I see it. I see what you're typing. You don't have to keep spamming the chat. Blueprint. I see what you're saying. G Unit versus the LOX. Salim Wise. Dipset seeing what they was all on that butter. See, the Billy Goat says, I mean Shapeshift. Lost Souls TV. Sheik did some. You know, Sheik added his assistants. He was there. Darren Fame Thomas. Bone Thugs and Harmony versus Migos. Absolutely not. Bone Thugs and Harmony don't even get along like that. They beef with each other all the time. Shout out Max B. Here, what they was going to do. Jermaine, you're right. Joe Blackman. The LOX really exposed who Dipset is. The little brother. Yeah, I liked how Jadakiss was commanding attention on the stage and was controlling the stage as he should. Chevy Bull. Shantana was high. Beloved Baltimore. Harry Fraud versus Alchemist. Okay. Rome NYC. Kevin Otto. Jadakiss crushed the whole Dipset. Happy birthday, Sarah. Okay. Luke Cage, Mark Hill, MOP versus anybody. That would be interesting. G the Villain. Cameron seemed embarrassed to be with the Dip. He was outperformed, and we'll see how Cameron felt as the days go on. Juelz is turning a Dipset's ODB. Oh my gosh, first timers. That's disrespectful. But I agree. Swiss, Dipset 1. Christopher Padilla. They need J.R. Ryder. Styles P should have said something when Jim talked about 9 Trick. Yeah, I don't think he wanted to take it much further than that. Like, he already kind of like, JT, who did he have? I had Dipset quarter done, but the LOX clearly won, so I was wrong. JT, get that mic fixed. I have a really good mic. It's just that for some reason, after 10 minutes, it cuts off a little bit sometimes. And my computer slows down a lot. I got to redo this whole computer. Trust me. Wait, what's wrong with the mic? Is it just too loud? I can always adjust that. Yeah, I can make it better like that. Is it? All right. Oh, I think we're going to wrap it up there. We're almost at 35 minutes. I just wanted to do a quick wrap up for you guys. TT. Tyler, the creator, was talking real spooky about him. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys so much. I'll check you guys on the next one. Thank you. I hope you guys have a great night, and thank you for tuning in. This is Jordan Tower with JT News, and I will check you guys in the next one. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Peace.